Let's do that and that. Wonderful. Wednesday workshop. And if I sit here by my calendar, because I'm not going to pretend I've memorized how many weeks we've got left to go of 2024, we've got one, two, three. See, the fourth Wednesday of the month this month is Christmas Day. I'm not sure we'll be doing an I Meditate on Christmas Day. You might have to forgive me on that one. But we've got at least 3 weeks left. I might do it the Boxing Day, maybe, or the Friday. Maybe do it the Friday. I'll have a look. I'll see how that week's panning out. Um, but we're almost at the end of what's been a mammoth year, really, in as much as a different workshop every week for forever. It's been amazing to kind of work through them all and do them all. Next year, I think I've yeah, good, thumbs up, wonderful. Next year we're carrying on with I Meditate on a kind of low key ebb. It will exist, and yeah, morning meditations are wonderful. And I might do some new ones for next year, though. Hey, that would be good. Or a selection, another one, another selection. Anyway, I was going to do some recording today, but there's a guy turns up every now and again now with an accordion, and he was playing a mixture of really obscure tunes I don't think I've ever heard and Christmas carols. And it was yeah, it was quite nice. It was kind of raining and horrible out there, and he was squeezing away on the accordion, so it was quite nice. Um, and next year, which I've put in the newsletter about it, but next year we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to kind of, in 12 months, attempt to share and teach what I think are the main elements of what makes up the I Meditate approach. So we'll be exploring hypnosis, hypnotic language, neuro-linguistic programming, maybe a little bit of counseling stuff in there, not much, but there are elements of it that comes into it. Bit of coaching stuff. It's all going to be mixed and mashed and molded into. So by the end of the 12 months, um, there'll be like a whole new range of skills and stuff. And the one thing I love about, especially with the kind of hypnosis and the NLP stuff, and it's not just the practical doing part of it. It's the principles and the theory, because as you learn it, you can't help but um, it just kind of integrates. It becomes part of your thinking. It becomes part of how you approach things, and it does give you a different shift and perspective on how you approach things. Um, but also how you then interrelate with people, when they're struggling a bit or whatever. So the idea is not only will you have a whole kind of year's worth of amazing things that you learn about and learn how to do, but also it kind of, I think I used the term, which I did deliberately pinch from a chap called Igor Ledochowski. Um, that's not easy to say, I have to say. Um, a load of skills and a new way of looking at the world, which kind of makes you a bit of a force for good in the world. So you can sit in a conversation with people and they'll walk away just going, I don't know what it was about that conversation, but somehow or other, this feels better now, and other such things. And it's an amazing, amazing thing to be able to do. Um, so we're going to be looking at all sorts of really cool stuff for 12 months. I've started work on the scheduling and the planning of it. Because now I'm technically not employed. I've got lots of time to carry on doing all the things I was doing anyway. Um, so so yeah, so that's looking forward. Tonight, and in the back of my head, there's something saying maybe I've done it already, but I don't think we have. Um, some weeks as we've worked through because I created all the workshops last year, sometimes I've jumped about a bit and then I've lost track of which ones I've done and which I've not, but I'm pretty sure I haven't done this. Um, so tonight we're going to take an overview, a quick look at Meaning and purpose. Meaning and purpose. And I'll talk a little bit about it to start off with. Um, and then I've got some kind of nice meditational and hypnotic things to go through with you. Meaning and purpose. If you've not read it, book recommendation. We've been talking books already. If you've never read it, I do recommend it. If you've been, it's one of those you've been thinking, oh, I've got it, or I might want to read it, but I'm not 100% sure because of what it's about. I had it on my shelf for years before I read it. Um, and that is this book. Oh, look, it doesn't work on this thing. Put it in front of my face. There we go. Keep it there. Um, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. And it's about his time in the concentration camps and what got him through it and the things that he observed. And I mean, he was in Auschwitz and he, over time, developed, whilst there and after, a theory and an approach to psychology and therapy, um, which has at its heart the fact that if you can hold on to some sort of meaning, some sort of purpose for your life as a human beings, if we can do that, we can survive and come out of the other side of it, some horrendously challenging, difficult situations. And he found that whilst he was in the concentration camps, those people who seemed to cope with it best were those that always held on to some sort of purpose, some sort of meaning, even if it was like the thinnest thread of a purpose or meaning for their life. And also afterwards, those that did survive, um, he went on to observe that those that had managed to hold on to that meaning and purpose were the ones that found adjusting back to everyday life a little bit, certainly not easy, but easier than those that had kind of. And so I do recommend reading that. It's a mind blowing. Some of the moments in it, I always put it off because I thought it was going to be kind of quite in depth on the kind of the grimness of it all, and which I was always. um Oh, which one's that one? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh yes, yeah, Happiest Man on Earth, Eddie Jaku. I haven't read that one actually, so I don't think it was me. But we've got that in the chat now, so probably equally as amazing. Um, but yeah, definitely. If you've not read it, do get a copy of it. It does go in the back of it. It goes into his psychology bit, which I'll be honest, I didn't actually go into that bit so much because I think it's obvious from the first part of the book, um, kind of where he's coming from. So purpose and meaning. Purpose and meaning is having that thing that we get up for each day. It's that it can be a lifelong search of questioning and asking and looking. And I imagine, and I do think, as human beings, we always overcomplicate things. We always make things more complicated than they need to be. More just we don't like the thought that something can be done simply. I don't know why that is, but it's part of the reason performance magic, conjuring, coin tricks, and all that stuff works, is because the method 9 times out of 10 is so ridiculously simple that it's staring you right in the face. But because it's so simple, you can't believe it's that simple. And therefore, you you endeavor to create some more complicated method or reason or whatever of how the magic trick's been done. For instance, let's just dive here. And so if look, it's not going to do it. There we've got 5p. So if I take that 5 pence like that and just hold it there for a moment, you'd see if it went down my sleeve because obviously that would be flashing. And if I do that to the point, you see now it's completely and utterly disappeared, gone completely. Cannot see it. It's yeah. Um, oh, my finger disappeared then. That was quite cool. Our minds like to think of, oh, it must be attached to a string. It's on an elastic band. It's shut up his sleeves. The simplest explanation for why something isn't in your hand is it wasn't there in the first place. You know, boom. It's that simple. But our minds like to come up with all these like, oh, it's a fake finger. He's got a thing in his hand that hides it. He's shot it up his sleeve and all this, that, and the other. No need. Just don't put it there and pretend you have. That is simple. And I think, but I remember sitting one evening in a pub, having done close-up magic in there, and for an hour I had an engineer, and I kept showing him a coin thing over and over and over again, and he was like, "Oh, is it this?" And he was loved. I didn't mind sharing with him how it was done in the end because his delight was in the mechanics of the thing. But I kept it going for an hour where he's coming up with all these convoluted methods, and some of it was like if you made the thing, you could probably sell it. It would be great. Uh, but we like as human beings to overcomplicate. And when it comes to looking for meaning, for purpose in our lives, I think sometimes we overcomplicate it. We like to think it's more, or we'll go, well, that's what really makes me feel quite good about life. That's what really lifts me and makes me want to get on with my day. And we'll see this thing, but then we'll go, oh, but that can't be my purpose. That can't be my meaning for life. And I mean, what if it is? What if it is that just really simple thing? Because I'm pretty sure it probably is. When it comes to individuals' happiness, studies, this is the incense drawing my, forgive me. Studies have shown that as human beings, we are most content and most happy when we're serving and helping other people. There is something about doing stuff for other people, for supporting other people, that innately makes us feel good. Side effects of kindness. Look at that. It's as if we colluded. Uh, and no one kind of really knows why. But I've always I've always thought that, if our real purpose is just to kind of be here, look out for each other, I mean, that's great. What else do we need? But we also like to think that there's more meaning and more purpose. And we have moments of when we experience kind of either meaning or something feels more profound to us than our everyday. And it's usually in those profound moments, almost those sacred moments, where we feel like we've touched something else, whether it's a deeper level within us or a greater level of understanding, that we can quite often search for meaning and look for meaning for. And so what we're going to do is going to work through some things just to help expand. You may already go, this is what my life's about, and that's my purpose, that's my meaning, and it feels good. That's amazing. Um, and if so, then by going through these exercises today, it's just going to enrich that. However, if you're kind of thinking, oh, I don't know what my purpose or my meaning is, um, then these exercises that we'll go through, the meditations and that we're going to do today, will help you get a more of a sense, an idea of that purpose and that meaning. And so I'm going to invite you all to join me in relaxing and just in being open to exploring some inner thoughts, some inner ideas, some inner feelings. So let's first of all just have a stretch, have a fidget, and we'll camera's gone off. Hang on a minute. Marvelous. Where's it gone? That's what's happened. Hang on, I think I'm almost there. Yes. Sorry about that. I'm not. The internet seemed to have. I unplugged plugs earlier on today to get ready for the Christmas tree going up. And sometimes when it does that, the internet kind of takes a while to settle back in, and it keeps dipping out at the moment. It's dropped back down again. So if I go a bit phasey or I disappear again, I will be back. Don't worry. Um, right, let's crack on. Have a fidget, get comfortable, and we will take three wonderful deep breaths in together. You may choose to close your eyes, relax, and go within on the first breath. You may choose to relax, take a deep breath, and close your eyes and go within on the second breath. Or you may choose to wait till the third breath to breathe in, close your eyes, and just relax and go within. But whenever you choose to go within, I know you can get the most from this session today. So let's take that first deep breath in, breathing in, hold it, breathing out, breathing in, hold it, breathing out, breathing in, hold it, and breathing out. If you've not done so already, just allowing your eyes to gently close. And there's nothing to do, just relax. The more you relax, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the more you can relax now with each breath and each moment. And as you slowly exhale, just notice the out breath each time. Just be aware of yourself becoming more grounded, more present. And I wonder just how open to this moment you can be as I invite you to imagine yourself standing at the edge of a quiet forest. I don't know what that forest looks like for you. Just taking a look, hearing the things you hear, seeing the things you see. Get a sense of that. Sunlight filtering gently through the trees. Warmth on your skin. And as you begin to step forward into that forest, you can notice how the forest feels alive, calm, yet filled with possibility. Continue to walk as you relax with each step, seeing what you see, hearing what you hear, letting go. As you walk deeper, you come across a small clearing. Notice that the air feels different, peaceful, almost sacred. And from the very center of this space, you begin to see a path stretching ahead, inviting you to explore. And you start to walk this path. And this path represents your journey towards meaning and purpose in life. And as you start to walk, notice how that path feels beneath your feet. Each step that you take can feel more deliberate, more connected to who you truly are. And as you continue along, you can begin to notice symbols of your strengths, symbols of your values, whatever they are. Perhaps an object or a color, or even a feeling that just resonates deeply with you. As you walk this part of the path, take a moment to observe these symbols. And I wonder what they will reveal that is meaningful about you. As you continue, you come to a place where the path opens out into a breathtaking view. A landscape that represents your ideal life. Now, I don't know what that landscape looks like to you. That is filled with purpose and meaning. But take a moment to really see it, to sense it, to hear it, to feel it. Notice the colors, the sounds, the details. And as you look out across that landscape of purpose and meaning, pay attention to what emotions it stirs within you. And as you continue to connect with purpose and meaning, sensing that feeling within you, in this place, imagine yourself living fully in alignment with your purpose. What are you doing? Who are you with? How does it feel to live this way? And just allow that scene to become clearer and more vivid. Seeing what's around you, hearing what's going on, just getting a feel and a sense. As you imagine yourself living fully in alignment with your purpose. And imagine that you're not imagining, and that this is something you can do, living fully in alignment with your purpose. So now, as you take it all in, you notice on the ground beside you a small gift waiting for you in this place. Now, I don't know what that small gift is, a message or a symbol from your deeper self, a reminder of your purpose and what truly matters to you. Take the gift, hold it close, and allow its meaning to settle in your heart. That's right. And just imagine yourself sitting down in that place of purpose and meaning. Just allow these questions to float in your mind. There's no need to consciously think of an answer. Just let your unconscious mind, your inner self, take on board. Hear the questions, and then just allow your mind to drift for a while. What is my purpose in this moment? What is that brings life meaning? And there's no need to force an answer, just simply let the question settle. as if planting a seed. Trust that insights will come when you're ready. That's right. And even if you're not aware of that purpose or meaning yet, your unconscious mind, your inner self knows what that is and can begin to allow you to discover and live your life more aligned with that purpose, that meaning. As you begin to imagine a light coming up through the ground in that special place, a wonderful line of energy extending from the earth beneath you. And as it reaches out and up, it passes up through your body, up through your heart, and out and upwards towards the sky. I don't know what color that light is for you, but just imagine that now, just a pure, wonderful beam of light traveling up from the earth all the way up through you, through your heart and out, up into the distance of the sky. This line is your alignment with your highest self and your potential purpose. As you're sat in that special place with that line of light just raising up through you, with each breath, you can begin to feel yourself aligning more fully with this energy, with this light. And I don't know where you notice those sensations or what images or feelings begin to arise as you align with this. Just observe and allow that to happen, bringing you into alignment with your purpose. Filling your heart with that light, with that meaning. That's right. And if your mind wanders, just bring it back to the focus on your breath and that light, especially that light within your heart, allowing that light to guide you, to connect you more deeply to the things that truly matter to you. That's right. And as we've been doing this meditation, as you've been connecting with that light of purpose, of meaning, and as you listen to my voice, you may begin to notice a deeper sense of stillness within. And as you begin to notice that now, you can sense that stillness rippling out through that peaceful, special place of purpose. That place is inspiring and perfectly yours. As you continue deeper into this, take a moment to notice a little bit more about that place you find yourself in. That landscape of purpose and meaning. The colors, the textures, the sounds, even the temperature. Allow yourself to settle deeply here, feeling at home in this space of possibility. From this peaceful space, you notice a new pathway stretching out before you. And although you don't know where this leads yet, in your mind's eye, you stand up and you'll walk along that path now, into that landscape of meaning and purpose. And up ahead, you notice a small gateway. I don't know what that gateway looks like for you, but do notice that your name is written upon it. That means this gateway is just for you. This path is your path. Opening the gate, you step through and continue on until around the corner, this path leads you to a future version of yourself. A version of you living a life deeply enriched with purpose and meaning. Each step you have taken along this path brings you and guides you closer to this future self. As you step closer to that future you can begin to feel more confident, more aligned and more connected to what truly matters to you. And as you reach the very end of the path, you see that future self standing there, radiating a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Take a moment to really observe this version of you. Notice how they carry themselves, the energy they exude, and the sense of ease and clarity in their presence. And as you observe your future self, you can begin to notice the details of their life. What are they doing that brings them purpose and joy? How are they contributing to the world or to those around them? Allow these insights and images to unfold naturally, without judgment, without expectation, simply letting your unconscious inner self reveal what's meaningful to you. And now step into that future you, merging with their energy, their confidence, and their clarity. Feel what it's like to live this life of purpose. How it feels to wake up each day with intention, to act in alignment with your values, and create meaning in every moment. See what they see, hear how they hear, know and feel and sense everything that they do, the thoughts they have. And as you embody this future self, notice how these feelings of purpose and fulfillment ripple through your being, planting seeds of inspiration and motivation that will grow stronger with each passing day. And looking about that place, you notice a doorway. It's a doorway back to now, to this moment, to this place. And in a moment, I'll invite you to step back into the present, bringing with you all the insights and feelings from this experience. Know that these seeds of purpose and meaning will continue to grow within you, guiding your actions and choices moving forward. Step back through that doorway now into the present, and as you prepare to return to full awareness, just take a nice deep breath in And as you exhale, feel a sense of gratitude for this journey and all that you have gained, even if you're not aware of that consciously yet. And when you're ready to live a life of meaning and more purpose, ready to embrace that sense of motivation and direction, then you can start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, being back here. And when you're truly ready to feel good with purpose and meaning, then you can open your eyes, be here now, feel good. Back here, back now. That's it.